I take antidepressants, and I have been suffering from depression for almost 2.5 decades. I'm a research scientist, so I know the scientific side of it. So I said, let me come here and try it out. And from my very first experience, I knew, yes, this is it. Because what it basically does is it just throws out the toxins from your body. And I felt it, I knew it from the first experience. This is it. And ever since then, I've not looked back. I'm so calm.
I'm the total opposite of Indu. I am not a scientific person at all. I am totally a feeling, emotional type of person, intuitive type. And yet, as a result of being that person, my emotions can take me right down into the toilet. This has given me a way to channel my emotions and control them and just allow my life to unfold rather than to hide from my life, which is what I have done for many, many years. I have suffered all my life from depression in varying stages, from totally non-functional, suicidal, to every day in, day out, just joylessness. Right. And even though I don't take the spiral to the bottom anymore, go down to the bottom, still the level of where I was a week and a half ago was dangerous to me. I saw all the red flags. What's happened to me in the last week and a half is absolutely life transformational. I've got something now that is so precious that it's like I see my life ahead of me and I'm looking forward to my life rather than dreading it and having to get through it, which was always the way. How am I going to get through this day? I've been through the psychotherapy, I've had the antidepressants, I've read the books, I've done it all. There's something so different and so unique about what this course has done for me that it's given me back hope. I haven't had hope in a long time. So that's what it's done for me. Can I be more emphatic?
Yeah, 100% I agree. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Verna Suarez. I'm a marriage and family child therapist and a licensed educational psychologist and president of the Los Angeles Association of School Psychologists. I'm currently doing research on Sudarshan Kriya breathing techniques. And I'd like to discuss with you the importance of breathing, which isn't generally known throughout the mental health community, the value of good breathing, and establishing normal rhythms in the physiology through breath. Sudarshan Kriya is a breathing technique that normalizes the patterns in the body and normalizes the feeling states. And each pattern of breathing has a corresponding feeling that goes with it, and you can change the feeling by changing the breath.
When I'm practicing the breathing, I feel centered and I feel peaceful. It's amazing, and it's just great. When I'm doing it, I feel really happy. I feel really good. And even when there are obstacles, and there always are, I don't lose myself in it. I can feel much more centered.
Yeah, I needed a change in my life. I was tired of, in my field, in my work, you kind of do, a lot of the partying, a lot of, I was smoking cigarettes and drinking and doing drugs and, all that kind of stuff that comes with the territory of doing what I do. This was an instant high, and it was the road to freedom for me.
The importance of breath is not currently known by most mental health professionals in the same way as the importance of diet was not known by the medical profession years ago.
Everything was going wrong for me. One thing after the other, car problems, people problems, rent, jobs. My electric toothbrush broke. It just wasn't, there was no bright spot to look forward to that I could see. And for the first few days, I did the exercises, but I wasn't really getting it. I wasn't feeling any kind of relief. But I still kept going. And I'd say it was about the 5th or 6th day that something happened, and I just broke through. And all this compression or depression that was, coming down on me just started lifting away, and I was able to let it out. And it was just an incredible feeling.
Sudarshan Kriya and its related practices, which are very simple to learn and easy to practice, have demonstrated significant effects in eliminating depression. And not only does it eliminate depression based on standard psychiatric measures such as the Beck Depression Inventory, the Hamilton Rating Scale for Depression, and psychiatric evaluation, but this simple program has also demonstrated beneficial biological changes in brain and hormone function from the very first setting. There is a particular brainwave pattern called P300 ERP, which is abnormal in many depressed patients. And in one of the first studies done, an independent study on Sudarshan Kriya, which was published in the Journal of Biological Psychiatry, it was demonstrated that within 30-day time, the P300 ERP, which was abnormal in the depressed patients, returned to normal. And when the EEG patterns were presented to independent doctors, they were indistinguishable from the normal controls within 30 days. Now, I'm pretty excited about that, considering that these techniques are non-invasive, self-empowering. They simply use the breath. A comparison study showed that Sudarshan Kriya was clinically as effective as electroshock or standard drug therapy, yet it's completely free of the negative side effects. It only produces side benefits, such as increased lung capacity, increased blood flow to the brain, increased joy. And it is speculated that it may be more effective in relapse prevention, which is also very dear to the hearts of individuals dealing with depression.
Actually, that is one of the best parts about this whole thing. It's the reaction you get from people around you. I've had a yoga teacher call me up and just leave me a message saying, "Man, you've got such wonderful energy. I'm a fan of yours." And she actually said that, just like, well.
And we feel that the opportunity is when they take the course, they can shift the spiral from going downwards to kind of opening it up gradually, where ideas about themselves start to drop. Inklings of joy start to come through. Sleep patterns improve. And within a small amount of time, people start to feel better.
I have something that's way beyond something I've ever had before, which is anticipation of my life.
It was my very final semester in graduate school, and that's where I went through a rather difficult period of depression. And I was in therapy, and I was on Prozac, did the whole 9 yards. So I did this course, the Art of Living course, and it completely changed my life even during the course. It absolutely changed my perspective on life. And I had been through so much therapy which had an absolutely almost negligible effect on my perception of the world.
To anybody who who's tried it all, if you've got absolutely nothing to lose by trying this, see what this is. This is something so special.
Do it. It's great. Just do it. Just do it.
I know when you're in a hole, when you're depressed, you feel that there's really no way out. You're so hopeless, you feel like you're trapped. But just to take this one step can make all the difference. Just do this course. That's all there is to it. Just do it.
This is a wonderfully exciting time in pioneering psychiatric and mental health techniques. We actually see the marriage of ancient and traditional health practices. And actually these techniques are not just something made up in some laboratory. They come from a precise yoga of breath, a precise science, one of the first sciences to recognize the significant relationship between mind, body, emotions, and spirit, and how the breath can be a key tool in transforming emotions. And so this program for depression relief is a very precise 10-day program that has been developed by the foremost custodian of this ancient body of knowledge. And I welcome you all to give it a try. You've got nothing to lose but your sadness.